probably.
Also, what is going on here? They have like Cool Beans has a really good board, but they're at four
There's only
life.
on four.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is okay, and their opponent's on 25.
This is a Feast of Crows with no law counters on it somehow.
They did they just play it?
Well, it should have at least one because you get one when you play it, right?
Yeah.
I I don't know.
Might be misplaying it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
Yeah, I don't think you can choose not to put one on. So
okay, so they're attacking with the disciple. Wait, that just wins.
scavenging,
Wait, how does that not?
scavenging keeler.
Oh wait, no. I guess it has a counter, but they just didn't check. Yeah, because
Does it
it
have
has.
double strike?
Yeah, it has double strike.
Oh yeah, it must just be not showing up for us. Yeah, it has double strike because the life total.
Yeah. Okay, and then they play this scavenging key. Why didn't they play the scavenging keylette? Huh?
Um, I guess because it dies to the Feast of Crows. Should they not have?
Isn't that a? It doesn't die to the Feast of Crows, but
I think there must be some number of counters on this Feast of Crows that we can't see.
or that they're just not putting on. There have to. Okay, no. There's no.
So it must
There's
have just gone
essentially.
up to two counters then,
Yeah, it went
because
up to
it must
two.
have been giving -1 and is now giving -2.
Hmm. Which
So maybe
that kills Cool Beans isn't. That's a bit of a backfire. Yeesh.
yeah, my guess is maybe you just want to hold this keylette for when it's like over, because
Mhm.
it's going to kill it the next turn if you played it there.
Okay, I think you
So maybe that was the
probably.
line of thinking.
So do you? I think you. Do you play the Radaron?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I think if you had
Also,
cast it,
yeah,
if you cast it there, you can just sack it to itself in the next like
yeah.
the turn where it goes to a 0/1.
Also, Cool Beans is not. Did Cool Beans return a creature to their hand? I don't think so.
It's possible they were not in there before they all died
No, there
because it
was
goes on the stack.
no there
Oh no,
was
yeah, I think the timing works so that you get to take one that died.
yeah
I'm not
any
100%
yeah
sure
and
about that.
there's even if there was an arcane strategist, but it looks like they are getting back a Maven of Fear. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
which makes sense.
I think you play the Radaron Butcher here, and then just kind of
Just hard cast it. Yeah, probably. Well,
and
you
then
need to get stuff on the board, right? So,
yeah, then you discard the Wicked Fossil because Wicked Fossil is better in Grave anyways.
yep, makes sense. Does it gain life on the other side though?
It
That's the
it
one.
it does, as far as I know. It has a drain trigger on attack, and it also has haste, so that's
Ah,
quite
yeah, you're right. Yeah, so
so
makes
so
sense.
so yeah. Next turn, once the Feast of Crows is gone, you just bring that back, and you're chilling.
Yep, the
Well,
butcher
not
doesn't die to
yeah,
the feast, so
yeah, yeah. So if super random name had like 8 mana, they could play the Scavenging Keyleth, sacrifice it to itself, and kill Cool Beans, but they don't.
yeah. Well, they could if they'd cast it last time, they could have done that now. But obviously, knowing that is not like you don't know that they don't have like some other thing to kill it or whatever.
Hmm.
Because you can sack it to itself, so you could have drained that way.
Okay, Tartok Wanderer.
Doesn't
Okay.
really do anything.
Well, what happens is you play. Oh wait, no, you can't. I was about to say.
Yeah, the thing ticks up to 3 and kills it if you
Yeah,
play it.
yeah.
So
Feast of Crows is very reminiscent of a card, Flesh to Rot from MSEM, except there it has Vanishing, and and Vanishing with
right,
three counters, and then you remove a counter each turn. So it's a little bit more forgiving because as time goes on, you can play bigger creatures. Here, it's kind of the opposite, where it's like you have to
yeah.
get under it before.
What is super weird is that when it goes to 3, like the turn it goes to 3, it goes to 3. Everything sees it at 3, so it kills everything with 3 or less, and then everything goes back to being how it was before that happened.
Yeah. Also, this I think is a mistake. Yeah, playing these Mavens I think is a mistake. The
Um, I don't
you
think it.
I think you
Well,
real
unless you mean instead of just reanimating the fossil thing,
yeah
in which case,
you just you want to bring back the fossil and then just stabilize, especially since it
yeah,
has
that
haste.
seems pretty good. Yeah, I
Okay.
just run out these things, right?
Yeah, you play Scavenging Keyleth and Tartok Wanderer, and then if
Yeah.
Scavenging Keyleth survives, you can sacrifice Tartok and then
Yep.
just kill them.
I think you can just block. You can block the butcher, take 8, um, and then yeah, just sack either the spirit or sack it to itself in upkeep.
Yeah, which means that Cool Beans has to.
Have to do the fossil this turn,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Looks like that's what's gonna happen.
Yep, and a Risen Hunter coming up. It looks interesting. It looks like a dedicated blue-black graveyard list or blue-black self-mill from Cool
Yeah.
Beans.
Jesus, things are uncommon as well. That's
Yeah, it's pretty
quite
backbreaking.
quite a beating. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it doesn't matter for constructed, but
Yeah, I think the idea is that in limited, it's actually harder to, or like it's a little bit of a hoop to get into your graveyard. So
I mean, you have to pay 4 mana to do that, right? But I think you're not like hugely bothered about doing that for
yeah,
a
it's
menace haste that drains for 2 when you cast it for 4.
oh yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's usually like the thing that makes
But yeah, 4
the
mana's not like a nothing cost. It is. It
yeah
is like some you have to give up some tempo in the early game.
interesting. So it looks like is SR
Triple blocking.
is it, or
Should,
double blocking and
yeah, should get to draw a card there.
because of another yeah.
Yeah, the Keyleth should have triggered a card draw.
Okay, Sanguine. These are just a bunch of random 1/1s, and they're not. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Oh, okay, yeah, against 2 life.
And
Should have drawn a card though.
I think SRN just loses right here because
Yes.
even without the Wicked Fossil, um, can't put up enough blockers to actually win.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. We came into this game when SRN was at
Yeah, 20 something, whatever
yeah,
it was.
25 life, and Cool Beans was at like 4, and Cool Beans ended up winning. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna ask. If this is game 3. I believe that this is game 3.
That would make sense, yeah.
And yeah, the fossils are from the Pokemon set, representing in that case Kabutops. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is a Kabutops over here. Um, Okay, so this is actually a pretty decent curve. You have Arcane Strategist turn 1, Wicked Fossil, then Rider and Butcher, and then you for Feast of
Yep.
Crows turn 4. The obviously at some point
You
because
might
yeah
you might want to just discard the fossil to the
yeah, and then turn 2 you can actually just
Butcher.
play the tap Surveil land.
Yeah, exactly.
On
'Cause
SRN,
it
so did SRN kept 6. Tartok and Sanguine. Oh, okay, so these all get really good with Scavenging Keyleth, but before Scavenging Keyleth comes down, they're kind of mid. They're going to be dealing a little.
yeah.
Oh yeah, especially because Arcane Strategist cleanly blocks and eats them. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
It's also
So,
kind of awkward that Scavenger Keyleth's like kind of just not that good. Like it's like slightly too overcosted for
yeah,
the effect is good, but like it's just so hard to stick a 4 mana 2/3 in constructed.
meanwhile,
It's the uncommon for one of the archetypes in the limited format, obviously. So
yeah. So Arcane Strategist didn't end up milling a Titanic Fossil, so that's card advantage right there. And Titanic Fossil is just a beating. Okay.
yep, it's pretty strong.
Okay. Do you play the Okay, so I think you definitely play the Dubious Path here. It should have played a turn 1, but I think that no, now Dubious
No,
Pathway.
this is fine, yeah, because next then you can path Butcher, discard Fossil, and then the turn after that you can swamp and reanimate Fossil, which is a pretty decent set of
Fair, but also
plays, I think.
I think when your opponent has all of these, I feel like you play the Dubious Path, play Maven of Fear, and then you're down to just eat one of them, trade with another, just force them to start using up these cards. Or I guess actually no, never mind. What am I saying? You just Feast
You
of
can just
Crows.
also Feast for Crows and just kill all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Feast for Crows like brutalizes these things because they all die and then they all die again
yeah,
because it's a static effect.
which would be real scary if SRN had a Blood Artist, but they don't.
Yeah. Though if they If they draw a land next turn, they can actually play the Keeler and then would draw 6 cards if that happens. So it's not the
Yeah,
end of the world,
or they could
but they do
play
have to hit
yeah,
the
or they could
land.
play oh well, they did hit the land, but
Or well, United Clans is also good at like recovering from that. Yeah.
yeah. So it depends on what. Okay, yeah, they're playing the keyleth. I think
So this makes a Beast of Crows line not that good. I mean, like it removes a bunch of power from the board, but letting them draw 6 seems poor.
yeah.
Probably just reanimate your fossil then, I would imagine. Even that's not that good because you can just block with all these things and draw 3 cards. Maybe the Keelet's like actually fine. I don't know. It's very bad if they have removal that like targets it and kills it, but in
I
this kind
mean,
of matchup where there doesn't seem to be much of that.
okay, it looks like the Feast of Crows is coming down anywhere.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I don't. I guess it like.
I mean, I guess
I guess it
I guess they
lets
have
you
to die
attack.
sometime,
Yeah,
and
but
then
yeah, you'll draw you'll draw 6 cards off this. So are they good cards?
oh,
Yeah, they're not bad.
Alonso is pretty baller here. Not gonna
You
lie.
can also cast the Sanguine into the thing and draw 2 more, just a 1 mana draw 2,
Yeah, yeah.
which is probably worth it. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
It's, I think what you do. Oh wait, yeah, you can actually. Um, if you had if SRN had 6 mana, Overwhelm Sentry into Alonzo would be quite nice. But yeah, just to kill the Radharan Butcher.
Yeah, killing that's something you want to do eventually, but like since the Feast of Crows is kind of like checking it naturally on its own, I don't think you need to go out of your way to do it quite yet.
Mhm.
I very much like cashing in the thing, the 1 mana draw 2.
Yeah, it's
I think you
dumb,
should
but like, why
definitely do
not?
that. And then after that, it becomes a bit more murky. It's very possible that it's correct to just not play anything else.
No, no, no. See, you play Overwhelm Sentry, and then you draw 3 more
Um,
cards next turn.
yeah, that's always not terrible. You kind of do want to keep some of it back because at some point you need to have like creatures to play after this Feast of Crows is gone.
Yeah, but that's what the cards are for that you're drawing. You just draw into more
I
creatures.
guess so, yeah.
And but
True,
like
for more, but
on a serious note, does actually have Unite the Clans to get more creatures
yeah, that's
anyways.
a good recovered piece.
And like Alonzo is not bad if you do need
It
creatures.
turns out that like
Wait, he's
Unite the
playing.
Clans is super weird in like the way it wants you to like the cost of creatures it wants you to have it like line up super weirdly because the good inverted commas hits are 2 2s, a 3 and a 1, or a 4. Like building a deck with those as options is quite difficult. Having like a good spread of um like a 1 and a 2 is okay, but 2 1s is quite bad. Unless you can hit like 2 1s and a 2 as well. But it's like it's super strange like the numbers it wants you to do. Like I was trying to build decks with it earlier and it's really hard to figure out like how the spread of creatures should go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Cool Beans can attack Alonzo for 2, but can't actually kill it.
Yes. Which
Okay, so
isn't didn't cash in the draw 2 or
looks like
which I don't like, but
and Cool
I
Beans
think
still.
playing Alonso is fine, but I think you also wanted to have done that. Actually, you draw 3 because you play Alonso and then generate a token when when it dies the first. Just ancestral recall. How can you turn that down?
Yeah, Blancest like it's what is the one for Infernal Recall? Easy. The
Yeah.
okay, so I think you conspicuous. No, what is going? Is this another Feast of Crows? What are you doing?
I mean, I guess it kills the.
Oh
Oh
wait, no,
yeah, this is fine.
no,
Well,
no, no,
it's how
no.
big is it? It's a
The
1/2
yeah,
currently.
it's a 1/2. The
Unless you kill Alonso, which is the important part. So yeah,
no, no, no. Oh yeah, it's a 2/1. So you kill a
2/1. Sorry, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So okay. So you kill
So
Alonzo.
this makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense to kill Alonzo. The Wicked Fossil dies, but it's worth it to kill Alonzo. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Yep, I think so. So now you can still catch in your draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually have a draw 3, a 2 mana draw 3 as well,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
your Keelet goes away this turn. So you, or next turn, like once you pass the turn, it dies. So you have to lock this in, these draw in now if you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
The other option is to just play. I think I kind of like just playing the 1 mana 1 to draw, or like one of them, and then keeping up
No,
Unite for after the Feast of Crows goes away. But
yeah. Okay.
I can't. Yeah, I can't imagine it's not correct to play at least one of those to just draw cards. Like I don't know.
Okay, Scavenging Keyleth.
Your whole deck must be filled with these effects, right? If this is the deck you're playing, you must have so many of these like dice to make tokens. So you're probably going to draw into another one.
Yeah, and like without a sack outlet, like they're not great. So like, why do you
Yeah, they
care?
don't really do a lot post Feast of
Yeah,
Crows.
I can't wait for SRN to like play a bunch of them next turn, and then just
Yeah,
like
I imagine that's probably what's going to happen.
yeah. Okay, so
Like, I kind of get it because it's like kind of unintuitive to like, oh, I want to like cast my own creatures into like a thing that they immediately die to or whatever. But
yeah, and like I think
if you
things
just
are
cross out the text and write Ancestral Recall, it becomes a lot more
yeah.
attractive.
Also, the thing is, we are going to time soon, so both these players have to start putting on pressure, and I think Titanic Fossil is quite a good way to do
That
that.
is some pressure, yeah.
Just yeah, by the oh wait, what is
Well, you can unite the clans, I guess. I don't know if there's things you can hit that achieve like do anything, but maybe there's like Auroric Banishers or something like that.
or maybe just
Because you
yeah,
could Auroric Banisher to exile it. It doesn't have haste though. This one does it?
Arisen Tyrant doesn't, but Cool Beans is attacking
Yeah,
with
the
the
other one does.
with the
Yeah.
Butcher.
So yeah, I guess maybe if you have Auroric Banishers in your deck, you want to hit those.
Dude, I'm just every time I look at Radron Butcher, I'm like, is that its schnoz? Is that just its big nose? This thing is
I think so. Yeah.
this thing is like it's ripped. It's ripped. It's got a dagger. And then you come to its face, and it's just like the. It looks like
It
what
looks
is
like
it
because
looks
it's
like
got the horns. I think it's based off one of those antelopes with the like sort of pseudo trunk things.
it
Can't remember the name. It's like Saiga or Seiga or something like that.
it looks like whatever they based Watto from Star Wars. It looks like
Yeah.
someone in chat said face looks like it makes a sad honk noise. Now I'm just imagining like
Yeah, pretty much.
you're out on the moors. It's all misty. It's late at night, and you just hear, you just hear like that. That's the sign of your
Yeah.
doom. And okay, so SRN, I guess off the Unite the Clans got the Scavenging Keyleth.
Yes. So now
And
this event
okay,
horizon can
oh yeah,
clear the yeah.
that's gonna be these are an excellent set of top decks from SRN.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
And
Um,
then you play what like Sanguine Proselyte into Overwhelmed into like into
yeah, just any combination. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, we like obviously they don't know that there's another Feast for Crows, which you kind of don't necessarily want to like.
and they also
Well,
have
it's kind of weird
and they
because
also have the
it's
also have
kind
the
of good for you actually. Yeah.
I mean, they also have the conspicuous homicide as a thing. So you just like even if like
Well, the Keyleth's going to get homicided, right? So if anything is.
yeah, the Keyleth gets homicided, and then what you take
Yeah, I don't hate just like dumping everything.
you get drained for 3. Like okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like it less than if
Oh wait,
they've
no,
just
actually,
been turned into card draw, but it's fine, I think.
actually, do you kill? I think you kill a disciple. Actually, no. In this situation, you kill a disciple of Psychic.
You just homicide the Keeler now, yeah, because
like no, wait,
letting it.
the Keyleth, or no, wait, don't play the Feast of Crows first. Hold up.
Yeah, no, that doesn't seem good.
Oh,
Because now you draw 2 immediately, yeah. I mean, I guess in a roundabout way, we kind of did get the Ancestral Recall eventually, sort of. I mean, I guess it's only a draw
yeah,
2.
no.
But...
This is literally why I play the Conspicuous Homicide first, homie.
Yeah, I think it's correct to do that, but
On
I like Conspicuous Homicide and then Feast of Crows afterwards. I think that's the play you wanted to make there, probably.
okay,
I
Conspicuous.
still like killing this now, even if you did it the other way around. See, killing that seems kind of dicey to me.
No, okay. I think killing a Disciple of Psychonite is better because I don't think that other than Alonzo, I don't think that SRN has relevant cards when a Feast of Crows is on the board. You know
The Feast of Crows kills it for free next turn, right? Like you let them untap for 1 turn.
Yeah, but then
they
can also stack it and like drain stack the triggers and drain you for 3. And then if they draw
yes.
and then if they drew into other creatures, they could potentially drain you for like let's say like 6 to 8, which is just like you don't want to put yourself in that position. especially
It's reasonable to assume that they have one thing, like
especially because
another one thing that's going to die into a thing. So
also like we're on time, like we're time in the round, so like more life.
yeah, actually, yeah, being on time kind of makes sense. Yeah, because like you kind of have to not die to it.
Yeah,
I
so
don't think it's that likely that you die to it, but that is a way you can lose
no,
before the turns
not
end
just
up.
dying
So.
to it, but then they're gaining more life, which makes it harder for you to kill them.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of weird.
I think that yeah, I think that actually the play was conspicuous homicide the second deck, and then play the Feast of Crows, because if they're drawing cards, it doesn't matter if they're shit cards.
I guess because it's going to go to time, like they're not going to have time to actually like win with the cards. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Okay, swings for 3, gains 1.
Yes. And now you can't cast anything because they all die immediately.
Well, unless you want to,
I mean,
the
I'm still for the Ancestral Recall or whatever. I guess this is just a
yeah,
divination, but yeah.
div- okay, Sanguine Proselyte. I mean, okay,
Do it again. Yeah, go. Chain it.
unite the clans is
Yeah, I guess this is how you die if you don't kill the Disciple. It's just like a bunch of these happening. Just like chaining
yeah.
like 10 of these in a row or whatever.
So unite the clans is probably gonna come down. Um,
Like, yeah, play the process like train it again. No, don't play the. I mean, I guess playing the other clans is fine, but draw cards. Do it. I don't know. I like drawing cards. It's exciting.
you and me both, buddy. You and everyone who's ever played Magic.
I don't know. Some people just like killing people with mono red or whatever, and don't really care.
Can we call those individuals people? Is that
Harsh.
okay?
But
Oh yeah.
fair.
Okay. This is literally how you win. Okay.
Whoa, hang on a second.
Yeah. So this drains 3.
Three, yeah. Now you cast, and you draw 2, and now you cast the. It's like your opponent played a combo piece for you,
Oh.
kind of. Like
Okay.
this, like them having a Feast of Crows on the other side of the board just like turns you into a combo deck. Maybe you should. Maybe this is a deck you can build yourself. Just like you play your own Feast of Crows and then play all these things. Sounds kind of cool, honestly. I'm kind of in for that.
hmm Okay. So Sanguine Proselyte also goes. This is yeah. No. This is
Yeah, we draw 2 more.
uh,
You can cast if you
no.
cast
No. You
sentries into this, they will die on upkeep and
no. No.
trigger like you
This
just win,
wins.
right?
You just
Cast,
win.
yeah.
Ha!
Wait, maybe you don't because the disciple doesn't see the other things
No, wait,
dying because they come into play.
wait, how does it?
Well, because they all die at once, right? And then the tokens get created, but the disciple's already dead when the tokens come into play.
Can you order the triggers? I think you can order the. I think you can.
Well, I don't because I don't think the disciple sees the death of the tokens because it's dead before they're created.
Well, either way, Cool Beans decided to concede. What a series of games! Jeez.
I did enjoy that. To like use your opponent's card as a combo piece.
Good times, good times. But yeah, and I think it's interesting how we're seeing like that was like a decent number of that was from Coot. We saw that lots of the opposing deck was from Mon. I'm liking that like we're kind of having these like I think like day one I'm liking that we're having sets that are strong enough in identity that people are looking at the archetypes and general payoffs within them and being like, yeah, I'll just build Coot aristocrats dot deck. And I think that like as which I think is healthy for a day one because it's like
yeah, it makes sense.
and I think that like our format is deep enough that like as time goes on, probably people will like branch out. But we've got strong focused decks already. So